straight up to the top, straight up to the top, straight up to the top. Hello, good afternoon. My name is Sedi Bin Ali, and here at TGN Media, I am your number one host. Today and on this segment, I'd like us to discuss a topic that I deem quite disturbing, and it is about the cost of living vis-a-vis the minimum wage here in Ghana. Mr. Pierre Laporte, the country director of the World Bank, is noted to have stated in a ceremony that is to mark the end of poverty that extreme poverty has increased amongst Ghanaians, and it is quite disturbing. He stated that extreme poverty has increased amongst Ghanaians. Why did he state so? Mr. Pierre Laporte further explained that the galloping inflation since 2022 has caused or has brought about increased in the cost of living in the lives of many Ghanaians. Many Ghanaians today have lost their purchasing power, and as a result of that, they are reducing down into the poverty range. And this is because their income has not increased well enough to meet up with their expenses in today's Ghana. Yes, so the country director of the World Bank is warning that extreme poverty is increasing here in Ghana, and it is as a result of the galloping inflation, the inflation that is going far beyond the pockets of the common Ghanaian. And as a result of this, a lot of them, or a lot of Ghanaians, are falling into the poverty range. Why are we supposed to discuss this topic? We sit in a country where our minimum wage is perched at 14 cedis 88 pesos. 14 cedis 88 pesos. Mr. Pierre Laporte was also noted to have stated that in today's Ghana, a citizen spends about 24 Ghana cedis or lives on 24 Ghana cedis a day, which is less than $2 a day. And this is what is causing or bringing about the poverty in the country. This is what is causing the poverty here in the country. And this is a topic that is quite disturbing and a topic that we must discuss. Why is it that we live in a country where our minimum wage is 14 cedis 80 pesos, but your daily expenses is about 24 cedis and some pesos? Which means that what you are paid at the end of the day is less what you are supposed to spend at the close of day. Mind you, the 14 cedis 80 pesos that you are paid within a day wouldn't be able to afford you a loaf of bread. But in today's Ghana, if you are to work and you are to be paid 14 cedis, ask yourself, where are you going to get the extra 10 cedis from? These are some of the things that are bringing about theft in the corporate world. And it is not to say that it is the fault of the citizens or the fault of the employee, but it is because the laws of this country supports the fact that you are to be paid a minimum amount of 14 cedis 80 pesos at the close of a working day, knowing very well that this amount is not capable of seeing you through the day. It is not capable of affording you a loaf of bread. Talk less of what to wear, how to shelter yourself, how to fend for the family and all. We are pleading that this is not right. This is not right. We cannot live in a country where we live on a minimum wage of 14 cedis 88 pesos. This is even way below the amount quoted by the country director of the World Bank. Ghanaians are living on 24 cedis a day. 24 cedis a day, which should be even the minimum. That should be the minimum, 24 cedis a day. But we have a law that is supporting the payment of a minimum wage of 14 cedis 88 pesos. This is awful. This is not right. There must be a turnaround. Something dramatic, something drastic must be done about this. There is the need for a drastic increment in the minimum wage here in Ghana. There is the need for the leaders or for the heads to actually sit down and decide to increase our minimum wage to at least 30 cedis per day. 30 cedis per day. That way you will be able to afford yourself a loaf of bread and even have a little to save. How can we survive on 14 cedis 88 pesos a day after working? And as a result of this, people have accepted the fact that they need to be corrupt. There is the need for them to be corrupt in order to survive. These are some of the things that is encouraging corruption in our country. And a lot of us, many of us, the media homes do not want to discuss this. But these are the causes, these are the reasons why corruption is never seeing an end to. We are never getting an end to corruption, and this is the reason. These are some of the main reasons why corruption day in, day out is on the rise. There is the need for us to talk about this. There is the need for the leaders to sit and do something dramatic about our minimum wage. There is the need for them to increase it to about 30 cedis at least. Because it is okay if a person works at the close of day and the person can afford him or herself a loaf of bread and still have a little to save for future unplanned expenses. Our leaders, we are calling on you. Our leaders, we are beckoning on you. This is the time. Let us do this. Let us do this. The minimum wage of 14 cedis 88 pesos is paid to the youth and no one else. I'm pleading. Let us do this for the youth. Let us do this for this country. Let us do this and eradicate poverty out of our society. It is possible. It is doable. We can do it. So let us do it for the teeming youth here in Ghana. It is the youth that are suffering. It is the youth that are being paid that menial amount. Please, please, our leaders, let us do this for the youth. Let us do this for national development. When the youth are okay, the nation will develop. When the youth are sound, the nation will develop. When the youth have what to eat and what to wear and where to stay, the nation would develop. We are not seeing development because the nation is lacking behind and the nation has neglected the needs of the youth. I would plead that we should go back and take a second look at the things that are pulling us back. Let us increase the minimum wage to an amount of at least 30 Ghana cedis. That is our call. That is our call. That is what we are pleading for. Thank you. And that is all I have for you today. Bye-bye.